the raft sequence, which was in the original book and which was supposed to be in the original film, but it didn't end up being so. And I'm glad it didn't because back then, water and visual effects, probably wouldn't have been possible. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. Even though it was a very simple sequence, your role in that, was there anything that you can sort of talk about that and speak about what that was like?
Well, that was a tricky one too because most of our shooting happened in Thailand. Certainly all the jungle stuff was all in Thailand, the Krabi area of Thailand. Um, and pretty late in the game in terms of prep, we realized, oh my God, there's no rapids in Thailand. Rapids don't exist in Thailand. It doesn't really exist much in the South Pacific. Um, and we were like, well, what are we going to do? We don't have rapids. Gareth wants this feel. He doesn't want a kind of slow, meandering little river. He wants something that has a lot of power to it and action to it. And we actually proposed to do it because we were in London. We came up with this crazy idea. It was one of our out of the box thinking ideas where what if we shot it all the in-camera stuff at this facility outside of London where they actually did the London Olympics. They actually had white water rafting Olympics at this place called Lee Valley outside of London. So in all of places, we chose this concrete run of, and they could pump water, a tremendous amount of water they could pump through these canals and mimic um, whitewater rafting. So it was going to be, we knew it was going to be a huge visual effects to capture all the water, but then replace everything in foreground and background and everywhere. But we all kind of just took a leap of faith there, and it worked. Like what you see in the final shots are the real water with real actors. There's some rocks that we built. Art department built some rocks, and the two rocks that they kind of go through that the T-Rex tries to get through are art department, but everything else is visual effects. Um, there was just no other way to doing it other than going to another country and shooting rapids in another country. So that was like a huge challenge for VFX, for art department, and everybody involved to kind of get it right. But hopefully, in the end, you realize that that place is just you don't realize that that place is just a completely fictitious world, and it doesn't exist other than you know um, what ILM was able to produce and what we are able to give in this UK location.
The final sequence, the gas station convenience store, that must have been a lot challenging because of the way the way the spaces in the dinosaur moved in, the hiding fridge, the gas station. I mean, there were so many references to the Lost World, the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I even maybe I was looking into it too much. I even felt there was a little bit of T2 when the dinosaur comes from
From the
the
ceiling,
ceiling.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
that T1000 from the elevator kind of comes down.
Yeah.
But talk to me about that. What was that? Because that must have been really challenging, I think. There was a lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts, and we built that the interior of the convenience store and the exterior all in the back lot at Sky Studios, Elstree, and it was meant to be a bit of a. I wanted to give Gareth a bit of a playground. There's a lot of groups running to the left or to the right or into the convenience store or underneath a truck. We had to give the impression that this place is much bigger than what we were actually going to build. So it kind of was like a, if you can imagine like a big cube, and it had four sides, and each side represented a different part of the facility. So one side was the facade of the convenience store, another side was the geothermal area, another side was the entrance into the lab, but it was all one block of a set. And we built all kinds of models to kind of show what this idea would be, and we'd have to, obviously we'd all have to be in agreement of how to work this and how to shoot it. And Frank Marshall himself was very much a part of how to make all these complicated pieces work together from a story standpoint. So very challenging, super stressful, but I think we came up with something that ultimately was really satisfying. And you can tell there's a lot of JP1 Easter eggs in terms of just the design of the architecture. So you might see like an angled slab of concrete, almost like a bunker look to some of it. And that definitely played into some of the buildings you saw in Jurassic Park where they were running into their lab or running into a different location. You'd see these kind of like angled slabs of concrete. So we definitely played off of that. The convenience store itself was completely stocked with real items. And because of the UK, a lot of their like candies and like snack food is very different than it is
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Canada or America. So we had to ship in a lot of stuff from North America to make it look like it was more like an American run facility and not some other, not British run. So we shipped in a lot of like Doritos and all kinds of different foods. It was really fun. I felt I got a little homesick when I would walk in there because all these snacks that I had missed. And then we flooded that set, so it had to be waterproof and run water down this drain. So that was a complexity. But it was fun. It was obviously harkening back to the kitchen sequence with the Velociraptors and
Yeah.
Jason 1, but with a kind of a Gareth Edwards twist to it.